When I first learned that my mother-in-law had stolen my daughter's medical fund, it felt like the air was ripped out of my lungs. That money, $80,000, wasn't just numbers in a bank account. It was my child's hope. My daughter, Lily, had been born with a rare heart condition. We'd spent years saving for her next surgery, cutting back on vacations, skipping luxuries, even selling my wedding jewelry. Every dollar meant something, and my mother-in-law, Karen, had taken it. Not out of desperation or emergency, but for a quick weekend getaway to Las Vegas. The discovery came by accident. I was checking Lily's hospital payment portal when I saw a declined transaction. Confused, I logged into the account we'd set aside for her medical expenses. My heart froze. The balance, which had been nearly $80,000, was almost empty. Multiple cash withdrawals from ATMs in Las Vegas over the past week stared back at me like daggers. My hands trembled as I dialed my husband, Ethan. He sounded shocked at first, but his silence soon turned into hesitation, the kind that tells you someone knows more than they're admitting. "Ethan," I said, my voice shaking, "did your mother have access to the medical account?" He sighed, long and heavy. "She asked me for the card a week ago. She said she wanted to deposit something for Lily's birthday. I didn't think. You didn't think she'd clean out our child's surgery fund?" I snapped, tears burning down my face. By evening, we confronted her. Karen sat at her dining table in her silk robe, sipping wine, pretending not to notice the rage burning in my eyes. "Oh, relax," she said casually. "I just borrowed it for a bit. I was on a lucky streak. I'll win it all back, triple it even. You'll thank me when Lily's fund grows." My husband's jaw tightened. "You gambled our daughter's surgery money." Karen rolled her eyes. "You make it sound worse than it is. You both are so uptight. The casino comps my room. I had a system. I couldn't listen anymore. I left before I said something unforgivable." That night, I sat beside Lily as she slept, clutching her tiny hand, wondering how I would fix this. My husband promised to handle it, but I could tell he was torn between loyalty to his mother and to our child. Days passed with no repayment, no apology, just Karen's smug assurances that luck was about to turn. Then, one morning, my 13-year-old daughter walked into the kitchen holding Karen's phone. "Mom," Lily said, "Grandma left her Facebook open on my tablet." I frowned but took a look. There were pictures of Karen in Vegas, holding up champagne glasses, surrounded by slot machines, and captions bragging about her jackpots. But the comments told a different story. Friends were teasing her for losing again, saying she should stop before her son found out. That was when Lily got an idea. "Mom," she whispered, "can I play a little trick?" She created a fake Facebook profile named Vegas Insider Mike, a supposed casino host who offered loyal customers an exclusive chance to recover losses through a compensation fund. Lily messaged Karen, pretending to be this host, saying her casino records showed she had VIP losses exceeding $70,000, and could apply for reimbursement by submitting proof of her losses. Within hours, Karen responded, begging for help and even bragging about taking a family medical fund to gamble because she was sure she could win it back. When Lily showed me the messages, I was speechless. My 13-year-old had outsmarted her grandmother. We decided to print the screenshots and invite Karen over. That evening, Karen strutted in wearing a sequin top, still delusional. I sat across from her, stone-faced, with Lily beside me and Ethan standing silently by the counter. "Karen," I began, "you said you'd return the money. Where is it?" She shrugged. "Don't worry, sweetheart. I'm in talks with a casino manager about compensation." Lily spoke up, her voice calm but sharp. "You mean this manager?" She slid the printed screenshots across the table. Karen's face went pale. Her hands started to shake as she read the messages she'd sent. What is this?" she stammered. "It's you," I said coldly. "You admitted everything. You stole from your sick granddaughter and bragged about it online." Karen's mask cracked. She tried to deny it, then begged, then screamed. At one point, she fell to her knees, howling that we were turning her into a criminal. My husband finally spoke up. "Mom, you did this to yourself. You gambled your granddaughter's chance at life." The next day, I contacted the bank and filed a fraud report. Because the account was joint under our names, the case moved fast. We even got partial reimbursement after proving the withdrawals were unauthorized. Karen's reputation, however, didn't survive. When her friends saw the Facebook screenshots, she became a local embarrassment. Weeks later, Lily had her surgery. She recovered beautifully, stronger than ever. During her hospital stay, she asked me quietly, "Mom, do you think Grandma learned her lesson?" I sighed. "I don't know, honey. But I think she learned she can't outsmart you." After everything my mother-in-law did, I thought she couldn't possibly sink any lower. I was wrong. After stealing and gambling away my daughter's medical fund, she tried to play the victim. She cried to her friends, saying we'd turned the whole family against her, over a small mistake. But karma has a funny way of finding people who think they're smarter than everyone else. And this time, it wasn't me who exposed her, it was my 13-year-old daughter, Lily, who turned the table so perfectly that even I couldn't have planned it better. Weeks had passed since we filed the fraud report and got partial reimbursement from the bank. Lily had just undergone her surgery and was recovering well, but Karen hadn't changed. She'd been calling Ethan non-stop, begging him to forgive her. She even sent apology texts filled with excuses. "I was drunk, I thought I'd win it back, I did it for the family." Each one made me sicker than the last. Ethan felt torn, caught between the woman who raised him and the daughter she betrayed. But Lily, despite her young age, saw everything clearly. "Grandma's not sorry, Dad," she said one night. "She's sorry she got caught." We thought the drama was finally over until one Saturday morning, Karen showed up at our door uninvited, holding a shopping bag filled with gifts. Inside were expensive perfumes, jewelry boxes, and even a designer purse. "Peace offering," she said with a forced smile. "For my girls. I didn't touch any of it." "Did you buy these with casino credit?" I asked sharply. Her fake smile flickered. "You can't still be mad. Families forgive each other, right?" Lily looked her straight in the eye. "Did you pay back my surgery fund, Grandma?" Karen's smile dropped. "Sweetheart, these things take time." "No," Lily said calmly. "They take effort. You haven't made any." Karen turned to Ethan, expecting him to defend her, but he didn't. She tried again, desperate. "You're all being cruel. I was just trying to make some money. You act like I'm a criminal." I took a deep breath. "You are when you steal from a sick child." Karen stormed out, slamming the door behind her. I thought that would be the end of it, but Lily wasn't done. She had this quiet determination in her eyes, a mix of hurt and intelligence far beyond her age. Later that evening, I found her typing on her laptop. "What are you doing?" I asked. "Just checking something," she said. 2 days later, the whole thing blew up. Lily had done her homework. She'd discovered that Karen had been bragging in an online gambling group about a big win, and how she'd tricked her family into giving her another chance. The post even had pictures of her holding casino vouchers and drinks, boasting about her second trip to Vegas. Lily took screenshots and sent them to me and Ethan. "I thought she was broke," I whispered. "She's back at the casino." Ethan looked like he was going to explode. He called his mother immediately, but she didn't answer. So he left a message: "If you're gambling again with anything tied to us, I swear, I'll cut all contact." The next day, Karen called crying hysterically. She'd been kicked out of the casino for using a stolen player ID. Apparently, she'd tried to open a new rewards account using Ethan's name to access a credit line. That's when Lily smiled slightly and said, "I guess she just outsmarted herself." But Lily wasn't done. Without telling me, she posted a polite but firm message on Facebook, using her own account. "Some people think gambling is just fun until it costs someone's life. My grandma stole my medical fund for Vegas, but I got better anyway. Please think twice before trusting family who treat money like a game." The post went viral among family and friends. Everyone knew who she meant, even Karen's old bingo circle saw it. Within hours, Karen's phone was flooded with angry messages from relatives and friends demanding explanations. That evening, Karen showed up again, not glamorous this time. Her makeup was streaked from tears, her clothes wrinkled, and she looked defeated. "You all humiliated me," she said, trembling. You let that child destroy my reputation. I looked at her, calm and cold. No, Karen, you destroyed it yourself. Lily walked in, clutching her stuffed bunny, her IV scars still visible on her wrist. Grandma, she said softly, you didn't just take my money. You took my trust. You wanted luck. I just wanted to live. Those words silenced the room. Karen broke down, sobbing uncontrollably. She admitted she'd lost everything, her car, her savings, and her so-called friends. Ethan told her she needed help, not sympathy. He offered to pay for her therapy, but with one condition, she would never have access to our finances again. It took months, but Karen eventually checked into a rehab program for gambling addiction. She sent Lily a handwritten apology letter that said, "You taught me more about responsibility than I ever taught anyone." Lily read it quietly, folded it up, and put it in a drawer. She didn't forgive her yet, but she didn't hate her either. Life started to feel normal again. Lily returned to school, stronger and full of confidence. Sometimes she'd joke, maybe Grandma should have gambled on me instead of Vegas. We'd laugh, though part of me still ached from what happened. Looking back, I realized something powerful. Love isn't just about forgiving, it's about learning who deserves a place in your heart. Karen gambled away trust that could never fully be won back. But my daughter, at just 13, showed more strength, grace, and intelligence than any adult in the room. She exposed lies not with cruelty, but with truth.